The teachings of Buddha have inspired and guided countless individuals throughout history. His words are timeless, offering wisdom, peace, and understanding. Below are 100 of his profound quotes in English, each serving as a reminder to live mindfully, embrace compassion, and seek inner peace. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. What we think, we become. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Let go of attachments and desires, for they are the source of suffering. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The only real failure in life is not to be true to what you believe. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. In the confrontation between the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not through strength, but through persistence. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The root of all suffering is attachment. To understand everything is to forgive everything. Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Health is the greatest gift. Contentment the greatest wealth. Faithfulness the best relationship. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. Nothing is permanent, except change. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. May all beings be happy. May all beings be without disease. May all beings experience the sensation of auspiciousness. May nobody suffer in any way. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. True love is born from understanding. If you are facing in the right direction, all you have to do is keep on walking. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. The best way to predict the future is to create it. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. Pain is certain. Suffering is optional. There are only 2 mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way, and not starting. The one who has conquered himself is a far greater hero than he who has conquered 1,000 men. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. You cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself. The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood. It is better to travel well than to arrive. Let go of the past and it will let go of you. What you are is what you have been. What you'll be is what you do now. Happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think. Even the gods envy those who meditate. The fool who knows he is a fool is that much wiser. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. The greatest prayer is patience. Your work is to discover your world and then with all your heart give yourself to it. It is a man's own mind, not his enemy or foe, that lures him to evil ways. Time is the most precious thing a man can spend. No matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. Those who are free of resentful thoughts surely find peace. The one who has conquered himself is a far greater hero than he who has conquered 1,000 men. Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. Be vigilant, guard your mind against negative thoughts. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. As a flower does not pick and choose the bees, the wave does not pick and choose the wind, the wise man does not pick and choose his circumstances. Nothing in the world is ever lost by kindness. Those who are free of resentful thoughts surely find peace. Do not seek the truth. Only cease to cherish your opinions. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. When you let go of attachment to the outcome, you open yourself to true freedom. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. The more you know, the less you need. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that and all will be well. You cannot change the past, but you can ruin the present by worrying about the future. A generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. May all beings be happy. May all beings be without disease. May all beings experience the sensation of auspiciousness. May nobody suffer in any way. There is no fear for one whose mind is not filled with desires. In the process of letting go, we find freedom. The purpose of life is to find the way to true happiness. When the mind is silent, we experience the greatest peace. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. Live in the present moment. Do not worry about the future or regret the past. Those who are free from resentful thoughts surely find peace. A fool is someone who is always right and never listens. A healthy mind in a healthy body is the true path to happiness. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. True love is born from understanding. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. What we think, we become. The greatest mistake is to act without thinking. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. Do not harm any living being. Silence is an empty space. Space is the home of the awakened mind. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. He who loves 50 people has 50 woes. He who loves no one has no woes. To enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's own mind. When you have the chance to be kind, be kind. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. Your thoughts are like seeds. What you plant is what you will harvest. Meditation is the way to be free from suffering. If you can't find a way to relax, you're just not trying. Don't go after the past. Don't anticipate the future. And don't waste the present. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that and all will be well. May the wisdom of Buddha's teachings guide you on your journey to peace and enlightenment. Remember, true happiness and freedom come from within. Embrace these words, reflect on their meaning, and live with kindness and understanding towards yourself and others.